The Indian Air Force is facing stiff opposition from the locals in Shi-Yomi district of Arunachal Pradesh, bordering China, after villagers expressed their reluctance in providing land for the Indian Air Force to build up a high-altitude firing range in the hills of Menchuka subdivision of district. But Shi-Yomi district DC Mito Dirchi, speaking to Northeast Live, informed that despite several requests, the villagers had expressed their unwillingness to give away land. The matter has become a hurdle for the Indian Air Force, which is aiming to enhance its striking capabilities in the region. In a bid to resolve the matter, Arunachal Assembly Speaker Pasang Dorji Sona, who is also the MLA from Menchuka, met Arunachal Governor B.D. Mishra and discussed the matter in detail. Well, they also discussed about national security and developmental projects in the state. The governor shared his observations with the speaker regarding the advanced landing ground at Menchuka, its security protocols and dual utilization of the assets. He also highlighted the importance of high-altitude firing range for the Indian Air Force for their operational readiness. The governor said that vital installations and assets must be made available to our air warriors to hone their fighting capability. He emphasized that for national interest, the people of the state must put in concerted efforts in facilitating the armed forces to utilize firing ranges and other essential facilities. Meanwhile, speaking exclusively to Northeast Live after the meeting, MLA Sona informed that he will be meeting the Indian Air Force officials soon to work out a middle ground between the Indian Air Force and the villagers in the greater interest of national security.
Sir, we have learned that you have met the Arunachal governor on certain issues. So, can you please give us the details? What were the discussion like?
Yeah, I called on Honorable Governor regarding some security issues and kind of issues pertaining to my constituency regarding the armed forces. So basically, the discussion was regarding the high altitude firing range and the ALGs and the little confrontation, not confrontation as such, in little confusion between the Air Force and the administration and the locals there. So we just had a discussion on that only.
Okay, sir. So, the things are now sorted out.
No, we will be meeting with the Air Force official since I'm leaving out of town for a meeting. So once I come back, I'll be meeting with the Air Force official and try to find a middle path, because we all need to, coexist, properly in the larger interest of the national security and people living in the border, and the armed forces, those who are in the border area. So we need to, work in tandem, in the larger interest of the national security. So once I come back from my tour, then we'll fix a date, maybe sometime in the second or third week of June, and sort out the issue amicably.
Sir, why is the confrontation? Like, what are the reasons,
No,
basic?
no, 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 not confrontation, confusion, I said, not confrontation,
Okay.
confusion. There's some confusions, regarding the ALGs and, a lot of issues. So that needs to be, sorted out across the table. That's small things, but not a very serious issues, but small little things, and it's always better to be sorted out, across the tables so that it's in the larger interest of the locals and the national security.